Well, my dear Green Ground listeners, welcome to another edition of your daily Global Digest, where we navigate the world's headlines with curiosity, charm, and just a touch of that Green Ground flair. Today, October 22nd, 2025, feels like a day when the world stage is crowded with drama, from diplomatic spats to historic firsts, and from the echoes of conflict to the resilience of communities in crisis. So, settle in, whether you're sipping your morning coffee or unwinding after a long day, because Alvin is here to guide you through the stories that matter, told with the warmth and insight you've come to expect. Let's begin where diplomacy is suddenly feeling anything but diplomatic. The long-standing friendship between the United States and Colombia, once a cornerstone of stability in Latin America, is facing some rather icy winds. The catalyst, a decision by former US President Donald Trump to freeze millions in aid to Colombia, a move made sharper by his blunt accusation that Colombia's president is nothing short of a drug trafficker. Now, normally such statements might be met with quiet diplomacy behind closed doors, but not so here. Colombian President Gustavo Petro, a former guerrilla-turned-politician, is not one to shy away from a fight. He's recalled his ambassador from Washington, taken to social media with gusto, and even addressed the United Nations with a message that's equal parts defiance and nationalism. Petro seems to be using this very public spat to rally his base, perhaps with an eye on the 2026 presidential race. He's even suggested that the US might be considering an invasion, or at the very least a coup against his government. Whether you believe the rhetoric or not, one thing is clear. The traditional playbook of US-Colombia relations has been tossed out, and businesses on both sides are watching nervously as the threat of punitive tariffs and visa bans hovers in the air. It's a reminder that in international politics, personal chemistry, or the lack thereof, can reshape alliances overnight, with consequences that ripple far beyond the borders of any single nation. While some alliances are wilting, others are flourishing, albeit in ways that may give us pause. The global arms industry, particularly US giants, like Lockheed Martin and RTX, is anticipating a surge in profits, thanks in large part to ongoing conflicts that show no sign of abating. The war between Russia and Ukraine continues to fuel demand for advanced weaponry, as does unrest in the Middle East. It's a sobering reality. Even as diplomats talk peace, the machines of war are humming along, their output a stark counterpoint to the ideals of global harmony. The business of defense, it seems, is recession-proof, at least for now, and the boardrooms of these companies are no doubt filled with both optimism and, one hopes, a sense of responsibility. The world watches and wonders whether the pursuit of security might sometimes undermine the very peace it seeks to protect. Speaking of peace, the situation in Gaza remains as fragile as a house of cards in a stiff breeze. A recent ceasefire, brokered by Donald Trump at the Egypt summit, was supposed to offer a respite from the